But let's go ahead and do our official Money in the Bank prediction. So here we go. Let's pull out this card, and we want to make sure the chat throws in their predictions as well. So let's see what the people are thinking. All right, so let's kick it off with the Intercontinental Championship match. Sami Zayn defending against Bron Breakker. So, damn, I kind of feel like this one is an easy one. I do think Bron Breakker is taking this one all the way. The way that he attacked Sami, but Sami did get a little bit of a shining moment. But when he raised his belt, Robin, ooh, it just looked natural.
Yeah, I mean, they've done an awesome job elevating Bron. So if he doesn't win, it has to be a very interesting way for him to lose or for the match to end. Sami, has had a really incredible run. I love the fact that he got that moment with the Intercontinental Championship. But, yeah, it feels like it's Bron's time. It feels like they built him so quick and so dominant that barring some sort of swerve storyline-wise, I do think it's going to be Bron Breakker winning the IC title.
And I love Sami Zayn. If it would have been anybody else, I would have been like, nope, Sami to retain. But like you said, the way that they have been keeping Bron Breakker so dominant, and he's just moving in there like a freak. I mean, the athleticism that he has is just, it's a freakish nature, right? So I'm sorry, it's got to be Bron. So I second you. We're on the same page with that one here. All right, so next up, I want to get into the World Heavyweight Championship picture because I'm kind of torn on this one. I've made my official decision. But anyways, we have the World Heavyweight Champion, Damian Priest, defending against former World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. Who is your pick officially?
Damian Priest. I think Damian Priest.
Oh, we're on the same page, Robin.
I think he needs to win this. I don't see the benefit of Seth winning it, because then Seth is going to have to lose to Gunther coming up. I feel like this helps solidify Priest's run a little bit, keeps the tension going on that he's got going on with the Judgment Day and with the gravity of the championship involved, and then allows it so Gunther can take it from him at SummerSlam. Nice, clean transition. I just don't see the benefit of Seth getting the belt back. To me, it makes it a little bit more convoluted when this is a way to give Priest a little bit of a rub for what he's accomplished.
There is one positive, because I agree with you. I like the line. I like the timeline of it being Gunther defeating Damian Priest instead of having to go from Damian Priest to Seth, because at the end of the day, we're all expecting Gunther to be champion or to win the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. And I think it's more so of like, okay, well, who is he going to defeat? Is it going to be Priest or is it Seth Rollins? I think here's the thing. I'm going with Damian Priest again because I feel like you said, he does need that rub of, oh shit, he could defeat Seth Rollins. Damn, he got this win over Drew McIntyre. Of course, it was with the help of CM Punk. But if he defeats Seth Rollins, it kind of makes his reign feel like a little bit more worth it, I guess. And then going into that match with Gunther, it's a very straightforward victory. So in a way, Seth Rollins, I do think would be the better SummerSlam match. I think it would be the better SummerSlam match. And I think that it would be the bigger match in terms of like the marquee. But even with that being said, I think I'm still going with Damian Priest. My gut is saying Damian Priest, so I'm going to stick with Priest.
Yeah, and remember, you also have the Liv Morgan, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, all that soap opera shenanigans that are going on that Priest has sort of been the focal point of as far as where it's all coming together and trying to sort through it. So I think him having that championship helps in that manner versus him losing it when then he loses the authority that he kind of has.
Well, also, if he does lose this match, he's got to be out of the Judgment Day. But that's the thing, though. If he's going to be out of the Judgment Day, I want to see him and Finn, or either he makes the decision or the rest of the group makes the decision. I don't want the decision to be based off of the match.
No, it should be involving them, right? Like,
yeah, that's part of the reason why.
Not external factors.
Right, exactly. So that's kind of how I feel about that. So I can't believe it. We're on the same page so far with all of our picks. All right, so let's get to it. Let's go with this one here, which is the men's Money in the Bank match. We got LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, Jey Uso, and Chad Gable. I still haven't changed my mind. I'm still sticking with Jey primarily, again, because of the freaking branding. It's driving me crazy because I know that's what it's got to be. Yeet what did he say? Yeet in the bank.
Yeet in the bank, yeah.
Or mun yeet in the bank. He said that on Raw. He's all over the poster. I think they're doing the yeet money in the bank briefcase. I'm going with Jey Uso.
We're going to stay on the same page. I almost changed it. I think we're getting the yeet yeah moment on top of the ladders that I described last week, even more so after the promo. Chad Gable is interesting, but he's got the Wyatt thing going on. So how does that factor into everything? Drew, obviously, we talked about that. The reason I went back to Jey is the end of the first segment, where if Jey had come out on top, I wouldn't pick Jey. But because Drew came out on top, I think Jey gets that payoff. And then again, we've been over this a million times, but with LA Knight to a certain extent, and that'll probably come with the U.S. Championship and Logan Paul, and with Jey Uso at a certain point, there has to be a payoff for the fans. They're too popular for too long to not have something, and everything seems to be perfect for that yeet case.
And it's so funny because last year everybody thought it was going to be LA Knight, and then they didn't. They went with Damian Priest. So I feel like this year, I don't know, go with the majority pick. Or I don't know, is there a majority pick? Is there someone who everybody's rooting for? Is it Drew or is it
I think
Jey,
it's Jey more than anything. I mean, like, they just put a new shirt on sale today that's fire.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd wear that. Not for me, not my style, but I did see it.
I like, and he's selling the merchandise. I think he might be number 1 right now. So I think sometimes there's something to be said for letting the crowd be happy.
Right. I feel you with that. All right. So let's go ahead and get into our next one here. The next one that we need to get into is the Bloodline versus Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes. I'm going with the Bloodline because I feel like you got to continue building them as a strong faction. And I don't necessarily think that they should lose this big matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you again. There'd be a more compelling segment if I was disagreeing with you, but I gotta tell the truth, right? And we just discussed what they're trying to do with Solo. How could he possibly lose in this match right now to Cody Rhodes and them if we're supposed to take him seriously taking on Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam? In fact, I think Solo needs to pin Cody Rhodes in this match.
No, don't even say that.
Yes.
No.
I said it and I believe it.
No.
Samoan Spike 1, 2, 3 on the American Nightmare.
Absolutely not. I hate seeing the champion get pinned. I was in agreement with you, Robin, and then you lost me. You lost me. No, I would be pissed
to take Cody Solo seriously.
I don't want to see Cody get pinned. I will absolutely not have it. I will not have it. No. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, last but not least, we got one more match left, and it is the women's Money in the Bank. I got to tell you, man, I've been going back and forth here. I'm sticking with Tiffany Stratton. She was the gut pick from the beginning, but I do think there is a amazing, wonderful chance that it may actually be Chelsea Green.
After tonight, I'm going Chelsea Green. That's the one that I'm changing.
She got such a great reaction. She really did.
And she seems like, I don't know, she seems confident right now, when maybe she knows something, I feel like I have been saying Tiff for the longest time. I've been saying Tiff since the Australia show. But I think, now I think Chelsea Green is going to take that briefcase.
I primarily see Tiffany Stratton comments and then a couple of Chelsea Green ones, but those are the top 2 picks, man. I think either one of them wins. It's going to be good, man. They're the top 2 favorites for sure. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I will be here tomorrow with Righteous Reg to talk about Money in the Bank. And then I'll be here on Sunday with Chinadu to talk about NXT Heatwave. So there's just a lot going on.